This video is going to be over subtracting integers. The first part I need you to write is to subtract an integer is to add its additive inverse. The additive inverse, that's when two integers that are opposite. So your example of an additive inverse is 2 and negative 2. Remember, opposites, you can add them together and it equals 0. So go ahead and pause the notes and get this written down. Okay, the next part are subtracting integers examples. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to. The first one that we're going to do is number 1, which is 6 minus negative 7. That's the same as adding its additive inverse. The additive inverse of 7 is negative 7. So I'm adding its additive inverse. There's a couple of ways I can show my work. The first way is I can draw 6 positive signs and 7 negative signs. If I pair these up together, the negatives and the positives, remember a negative plus a positive equals nothing. It's called a zero pair. If I pair all my negative and positives that I can, what I have left is a negative 1. So then my answer would be negative 1. Another way to show that would be on a number line. So if you look here, I wrote a number line out to the sides. Go ahead and write your number line. You can number it usually to 10 is what I like to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this side will be negative. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10. So if I start off, go ahead and number your lines. I know it's a little crowded. So if this takes you a little longer, go ahead and pause your video. If you want to skip count, that's fine. That makes it look a little bit neater. So I'm going to start with my first number, which is positive 6. So I always start at 0, and I'm going to go to positive 6, and I'm going to stop my arrow there. My next number is going to be negative 7. So I'm going to draw my dotted line because that shows my second number. And then remember, if it's negative, I need to go to the left 7. So I'll end up going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to draw my arrow going all the way to the negative 1, and then it stops at negative 1. So that's another way to show that my answer is negative 1. So 6 minus 7 equals negative 1. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, example number 2 is 8 minus 13. To subtract an integer is to add its additive inverse. The additive inverse of 13 is negative 13. So right here I wrote out 8 positives and 13 negatives. If I pair them up, remember a negative and a positive together equals 0. So all these that I'm pairing up actually equal 0. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negatives left over. So my answer is negative 5. Another way to write that would be using my number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can skip count if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5. And down here is negative 10. Just remember, I always start at 0. My first number is 8, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my first arrow will end at 8. And then if I'm adding negative 13, I need to turn around, so do my dotted line, and go negative 13. So I can hop down here and then draw my line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So my line's going to go all the way to the negative 5. So this is adding 8 and this is subtracting 13. So then I landed on negative 5. So that's another way to show that my answer for 8 minus 13 is negative 5. Okay, our last example for this video is going to be negative 10 minus 7. Rewritten, that's negative 10 plus additive inverse of 7 is negative 7. So since these are all negatives, I can't pair up a negative and a positive, so I just count up how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I have 17 negatives total, so my answer is going to be negative 17. Now this number line is going to look a little bit different because I know that I'm going to go all the way to negative 17. So I'm going to skip count by fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 10, 3, 4, 5, negative 15. I can go 15 the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. That would be 15. So I always start at 0. And then my first number, I'm going to go negative 10 because that was the first number in my problem. So I'm going to go back to negative 10. And because I'm adding a negative number, I'm going to keep going with my second arrow, 7 more hops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my arrow is going to go all the way. So that would be negative 10 and then negative 7. And then I land on, that would be negative 17. The only thing I need to go back and add is I forgot to up here. This is supposed to be 6. So plus 6 and then minus 7. So that's what your video notes need to look like. I wrote on college ruled paper, so if yours need to go on to the next page, that's fine. Just make sure that they look nice and neat. Pause the video where you need to make sure that you get everything down. Thanks.